The mission of our school is to develop the skills and the confidence of our students. And we want to do that in all the important areas of their lives. So we look at their academic skills, their independent living skills, and their social emotional development. Reading and writing and literacy, that remains with one for life. But so does that really important social development, and then being able to take care of yourself and live as independent a life as you possibly can. We teach that here.
Riverview is not a cookie-cutter school. We adapt our teaching to what our students need.
The students know that we believe in them and we believe that they can do things that they never thought they could do before. And then they believe in themselves.
When students come to Riverview, they're accepted and they're very well respected. The staff embrace the students wholly. Students embrace each other wholly. Friendships are developed, they're maintained.
I can think of many examples of kids when they first came here who were afraid to take a chance and be in a play or afraid to try out for a sports team. And then you slowly see them come out of their shell. And then I'll look back and I'll say, is that really the same person that I remember first coming in?
Riverview is certainly a community, from students to staff to the students' families. It's really a team effort in developing certain planning for students, goals.
You see so much growth in students when they find the right placement and they're put in the right placement. The confidence level that these students have when being on sports teams that they've never been able to be on before, or have a friend or go to a dance, that's what helps our students tick.
If you raise your bar, they will jump over it. And then if you raise it higher, they'll jump over it again. So every year we have to keep raising the bar because they want more, they need more, and we see that they're capable of doing pretty much anything that we set.
Riverview is one school, but we're two distinct programs. And so there's the high school program, and then there's GROW, and it's a transition program. We also have a strong independent living skills component, and so the students now are going to be focusing more on developing their independent living skills.
Riverview is about giving students the very best educational, social, cultural experience they can have while they're students here, but also giving them the tools that they need for the rest of their lives.
Riverview has given us bigger hope of where he might go from here, and so he's now getting a nice picture of what it's going to be like for him in the big world when he gets out there.
I believe in my heart that I made lots of great progress, which is why my family are proud of me.
Riverview helps me feel better about myself.
It really does help a lot of students here, and they go out here with heads high, being like, thank you parents for sending me to a great school.
We have a very solid academic program. We adopt a thematic integrated approach to instruction, which means that we're doing everything we can to help our students make connections in their learning.
Teachers have lots of experience in dealing with students with different learning styles. We have visual learners who need lots of pictures, and we have students that need to actually have hands-on. So we have programs involved that can get students to touch things and manipulate items to help them learn that way. We see students that have limited academic skills that weren't really pushed before. And now they're in a classroom with 7 or 8 students, so the teachers can focus on what the individual student needs. And we focus on those skills to improve them. So by the time the student leaves the school, they should have some really good skills. Academics is all-encompassing. We teach students how to go to a grocery store and how to pay for a purchase, which is something that they'll use for the rest of their lives. It's their education. It's not just academics or their social life, it's their life. And we're just trying to make their lives just a little bit better.
The philosophy of the arts program here at Riverview is basically to give every child who is a student at the school an opportunity to engage in the arts, whether it be in the visual arts or in the performing arts. Everyone has to have an opportunity because that's where you discover the hidden jewels. You find out things that kids don't even know about themselves. The arts are an integral part of our school, not only because they offer opportunities for talents to come out, but I think more importantly, they give our students a chance to express themselves. And many of the students may not have a way of expressing themselves in words quite the way they'd like to. So they're able to do it on a stage or in a song or in the art room. And to me, that's invaluable. We have a band, there are kids who are trying instruments that they never would have tried, that they never had that opportunity to try. They get on stage and they find out, wow, I love it up here. Or kids who find the same thing in the art room, discover talents that they didn't know they had. The bottom line is there are no limits to what you can do and what they can do. So we just leave the door open. You have an interest? Go for it.
Any student that comes to Riverview plays in an athletic team. Everybody plays, and we encourage personal best.
Academically, when you learn how to challenge yourself, you can then change it into other areas. So we take that same drive that they learn to gain here and put it into the classroom.
We're here to really develop the confidence and competence of our students, both academically, and I look at that as athletically. So if we have a student that's never played basketball, and we can build some confidence and they'll finally reach a basket and make a basket at 8 feet, that builds confidence. And then eventually they're going to get more skills, higher skills, and their competence will go up.
You need to make them feel special. Every little success they have, you have to celebrate. No matter what the challenge is, they'll go out and chase it and feel like they can get it.
At Riverview, we look at the whole child across all of the different aspects of their day. And the students go to school 8 to 3 o'clock. And from 3 p.m. on overnight until they wake up the next morning is our residential time. And the kids are in the dormitories in a living environment with their peers, with their dorm staff.
We're building the independent living skills at that young age. They're learning how to do chores and laundry and routines that they don't typically do at home. So I think that's one of the best parts about having students so young.
We guide them in social interactions throughout their day, whether it be making eye contact with somebody or how to start appropriate conversation, how to ask someone how their day went, how their weekend went. Residentially, we're teaching them the life skills that are going to carry them over time. Riverview is certainly a community, from students to staff to the students' families. It's really a team effort.
What's great is that we are able to have students live on campus, and so they're getting those skills all throughout the day, all day, every day.
Riverview is one school, but we're two distinct programs. And so there's the high school program, and then there's GROW, and it's a transition program. We have over 100 students, and so when students come here, they're going to find a friend, they're going to find a job, they're going to find some aspect of the program where they can really thrive in. It might be academics, it might be independent living, it might be drama or sports or the arts. And because we can offer all of those different components, it's really attractive to families. We also have a strong independent living skills component, and so the students now are going to be focusing more on developing their independent living skills. We have different programs in the community, like Project Forward at Cape Cod Community College. That is a school-to-work transition program at the college, and the majority of our students take classes there. They develop a comfort level that they learn how to talk to adults, but they learn how to talk like adults. That's really important for them. We teach self-advocacy, speak up for yourself. Your thoughts are important, your thoughts matter. We teach self-determination. What do you want out of life? What do you want to do? Who do you want to live with? What kind of a job do you want? And so we give them a voice, and we encourage that in them. If you don't give them opportunities to learn and grow, it doesn't happen. And I think at GROW, we can really zero in on the skills that they need. So we provide those opportunities for them to be independent.
People are looking differently at young people with learning challenges and realizing that there's so much more to who they are, that they have many capabilities, and that they often surprise people with what they're able to do. So Cafe Riverview came about because we were looking for authentic work experiences for the students in GROW. That's our transition program. And we needed them to have an opportunity to have experience in the real world, where they were dealing with customers on a regular basis, and they were facing the challenges that people face in a real job. We had engaged in a study with some people at Harvard Business School to look into what the jobs of the future were for students like ours, particularly entry-level jobs for young people who had a profile like ours. And we thought, if we can determine what that is, and we can provide good experiences here, when these students leave Riverview, they will be employable. So the results of that research led us to conclude that the jobs of the future would lie in the healthcare field as well as in food services, among a few others. So knowing that we had a school property that was on beautiful historic 6A in East Sandwich that would lend itself to this, and having some people who had an innovative spirit and were creative enough and hardworking enough to go about designing this, we put a team together, and within a period of about 1.5 years, we were ready to open the doors to Cafe Riverview. And it's doing phenomenally well, first and foremost, because it's a really cool cafe. It serves excellent food, the ambiance is wonderful, and the service is superb. And then the bonus for our customers is they meet amazing Riverview students.
The summer program's a great opportunity for our students to maintain their skills. That's what we're really looking for, the maintenance. We don't want to see any regression when they come back in September. We do have a short amount of time. We have 5 weeks, and we like to make sure that we get and touch upon the curriculum that's presented to them. We focus on math and reading and ELA more so in the summer than any other subjects. So our hands-on projects that we get to do are what really help the students to better understand the curriculum. And I think that's one of the best parts about the summer program and our program in general, that they get to do more hands-on experiences. When we see our students go through the summer program, we see a whole different student the next school year. One of the middle schoolers, that's one of our youngest middle schoolers, he was able to board last summer, and he came back in the fall like a rock star. And I think that's the best part.